Hello everyone, welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. In this video, we will study about federalism. What do you mean by competitive federalism? What is cooperative federalism? And also a new term that is called combative federalism. There is an article in today's Hindu newspaper, that is 14 February 2022. Today's Hindu newspaper, there is an article which describes what is called as combative federalism. First, let's see what is federalism. Federalism is a system of government in which a territory is controlled by two levels of government. For example, in India, we have something called as central government and also state government. State government. So this devolution of power, that is legislative and executive power, to state governments from the constitution is called as federalism. I think here you have understood this. Why do we need federalism? What is the need of federalism? The goal of federalism is to preserve personal liberty by separating the powers of government. You would have heard that there is a quote saying, power corrupts people and the absolute power corrupts absolutely. That means when there is a concentration of power with the central government, then you can say the personal liberty and the freedom are at stake. In order to cater to the diversity of India, constitutional makers made federalism as a basic feature or federalism as an important feature of Indian constitution. Federalism in India. What are the features of federalism in India? The Indian polity has federal features and also unitary features. Now let's see the federal features. Dual government, we have discussed this already, state government and central government. Written constitution, India has written constitution unlike Britain. The written constitution makes sure that the central government cannot amend the constitution on its will. Whenever it wants, central government cannot amend the constitution because Indian constitution is a mix of rigidity and flexibility. The third federal feature, division of powers between the national and regional governments. What kind of powers? Legislative powers and also executive powers. Supremacy of the constitution. In India, we have the supremacy of constitution and neither parliament nor judiciary is supreme. It is the constitution that is supreme. Rigid constitution. Rigid constitution ensures that the amendability is difficult. Amendability is difficult, and that is how the federal features or the provisions for federal government are protected. Next one, we have independent judiciary, which means central government cannot override judiciary and make provisions that are contrary to the federal features. So independent judiciary ensures federalism in India. The last one, bicameral legislature. So when we come exactly to the federalism in India, in S.R. Bommai case, that is in the year 1994, S.R. Bommai case, federalism was declared as the basic structure of constitution. Basic structure of constitution evolved in the year 1973 from Keshavananda Bharati case. In 1994, in S.R. Bommai case, Supreme Court said that federalism is a basic structure of constitution and any amendment that is violating federalism cannot be considered a just law. So any amendment should not erode the basic structure of constitution, that is federalism. In this context, we will see two terms, that is cooperative federalism and competitive federalism. What is cooperative federalism? Cooperative federalism means a cooperation between center and states in order to promote welfare of people through administrative cooperation. It is a system of governance where center and the state governments, they work hand in hand in order to promote better administration. Then what do you mean by competitive federalism? Competitive federalism means every state every state involves in healthy competition and ensure development. For example, Niti Aayog, which is a think tank of the government, National Institute for Transforming India, comes up with an index called Sustainable Development Goals Index, SDG India Index. In this index, Niti Aayog ranks the performance of every state. By ranking the performance of every state, it ensures that a state that has performed poorly this year will get an incentive or will be encouraged to perform better the next year. This is how there is a policy of persuasion when it comes to competitive federalism by Niti Aayog. This is just an example. So what should you know when it comes to competitive federalism is each and every state compete. They are involved in a healthy competition in order to promote development and administrative efficiency. That is cooperative federalism and competitive federalism. Now we'll see a new term, that is combative federalism. You all know the meaning of word combat. That is a tussle, a fight between two people. And here the fight is between state government and also central government. Okay, this we call it as combative federalism. You can call combative federalism as an opposite to cooperative federalism. Cooperative federalism is when the central and the state government, they work hand in hand in order to promote development and administrative efficiency. But when it comes to combative federalism, there's a tussle between state government and central government. See, the article discusses these 5 recent developments. When you are writing a mains answer, if the question is asked on federalism or the nature of Indian polity, you are supposed to quote such examples in order to get better marks. Okay, we will see each one of them in brief. First one, IAS cadre rules amendment. In Legacy IAS Academy's YouTube channel, you will find a video related to the cadre management rules that were amended recently and what were its implications. It said that the consent of state government is not required when central government wants to take officers of IAS. Central government wants to take IAS officers on deputation, on central deputation. I'll repeat, whenever the central government wants to appoint IAS officers for central deputation, it will not require the consent of state governments. This is what was said to be amended. Second one, farm bills and Article 254 of Constitution. You all know that the government has recently come up with 3 farm bills which had a huge protest, and because of that they were withdrawn. You all know that the agriculture is a state subject and state has an exclusive authority to make legislation regarding agriculture, and the center is said to have constitutionally violated this provision and has enacted 3 farm laws. Along with this, Article 254 of the Constitution empowers states to pass legislation to counter the central law. And this law requires the assent of president. In this context, Kerala and West Bengal state assemblies had passed a resolution to counter the farm laws. Okay, now here you can see the tussle between center and the state government, and this we call it as combative federalism. And third one, 102nd Constitutional Amendment Bill pertaining to National Commission of backward classes, and this number 102nd Constitutional Amendment Bill is very important. What happened when it comes to the National Commission of Backward Classes? The Amendment Bill said that the state governments will not have power to declare the backward classes lists. Okay, state governments would not have power to declare backward castes lists, and this would be done by the central government. Central government. Here you can see the centralizing tendencies of central government. This was also a cause of concern when it comes to federalism. Next one, National Capital Territory Amendment Bill, which curtailed the powers of Delhi government. This curtailed the powers of Delhi government. Next one, withdrawing the general consent for CBI. Recently we have seen West Bengal, Maharashtra and also Kerala had withdrawn the general consent to CBI investigation. Okay, all these 5 points are an example for combative federalism. Now let's see what is the way forward. First one, autonomy to states has to be guaranteed and excessive power assertion by the center has to end. The centralizing power tendencies of the central government has to end, and the states must be respected for their autonomy. Office of Governor should not be used as a political tool. The office of Governor has been a post of contention, and the office of Governor, which is a constitutional office, should not be used as a political tool. Recommendations of Sarkariya committee has to be implemented. So what are the recommendations? Recommendations are like providing a fixed term or tenure to governor, and the post of governor or a person who is being appointed as a governor should not be a politician, or he should be politically neutral. Okay, like this. There are few recommendations of Sarkariya committee and also Punchi committee in order to make the office of governor more efficient and ensure center and state relationship in good terms. Okay. Next one, collaborative federalism. What is collaborative federalism? Collaborative federalism ensures there is a negotiation and coordination and also building consensus. Okay, this is very, very important. Building consensus between center and the state in order to ensure better administration. As usual, let's see a question at the end. Explain the federal features of Indian Constitution. Do you think Indian polity is affected by centralizing tendencies which hinders the concept of federalism? As we always tell you, first divide the question into 2 parts. The first part, explain the federal features of Indian Constitution. Here we have discussed the federal features like single constitution, written constitution and also independent judiciary. As the question is for 10 marks, you will be expected to write at least 5 federal features of Indian Constitution. Do you think Indian polity is affected by centralizing tendencies which hinders the concept of federalism? See, we have discussed about 5 examples which are called as combative federalism, and as a conclusion you will be expected to write about collaborative federalism and also conclude by saying that in S.R. Bommai case, federalism is said to be the basic feature of Indian Constitution. So in this context, any centralizing tendencies by the central government has to stop and state should be given more autonomy. Okay, this is how you will end your answer. Thanks a lot for watching the video. For more such interesting content, please subscribe to Legacy IAS Academy. Thank you.